All right, guys, pro tip. I got the best tip for you about building rapport. Building rapport is obviously going to be one of the most important things that you can do in order to not have objections in the deal, get along with the customers, be able to close more deals, get more referrals, the whole 9 yards, but you got to be able to build rapport. And you can't just go up to a client and say, hey, tell me more about you so we can get along so I can sell you a car. You got to be able to disarm them in a way that they're probably not used to. So this is a pro way for you to be able to disarm clients, get to know them better, and not feel awkward when you're trying to build rapport, because let's just face it, a lot of the times it can be awkward building rapport. This eliminates all that stuff. So write this down, trade bridge. It's the way that you bridge the gap for the rapport building phase. So the way that you do that, there's two ways you can do it. There's the phone and there's on the lot. We're gonna talk about on the lot first. So write this down, on the lot trade bridge. If a client pulls up and I've got my Nissan store in the back and they pull up right in front and I walk out and I'm the guy that gets to up them, I'm the person that gets to greet them, I'm gonna walk out with a powerful greeting and I'm gonna say, hey, Miss Customer, welcome to Tynan's Nissan. Are you here for our big trade-in event? Are you here for parts, service, and sales? I'm not gonna say, hey, are you here to see somebody? I'm not gonna do that. That's an amateur. I'm gonna give them a good greeting. I'm gonna say, hey, are you here for parts, service, or sales? They say sales, I say great, awesome. And what are you here to see? Are you here to see a car, truck, SUV? I'm here to see a Nissan Rogue. Nice. Here's the bridge. Here's the trade. I want you to listen to this right now. When they say I'm here to see a Nissan Rogue, whatever the car that they say, if they say Rogue, if they say Altima, the next words out of your mouth should be, are you here, or are you trading in a Rogue also? Are you trading in an Altima also? Are you trading in a Nissan Pathfinder also? No matter what they say I'm here to see a Titan, what are you gonna say? Are you trading in a Titan also? Okay, there's only a couple of things that they can say. I want you to write these things down so that way you can identify them when they say them. One thing they can say is, no, you will not give me enough money for my trade. That comes up pretty often. The other thing is they might say, no, they don't have a trade. Or, yes, I am trading in something, but it's not a Pathfinder, it's not a Titan. Or, yes, I am trading in a Titan, it's actually right here. Those are the only things that these people can say. It's one of those things, okay? So let's say they're at a Nissan store. They say they're here to see a Rogue. I say, are you trading in a Rogue also? They say, yeah, I'm trading in this Rogue. I'm thinking about trading in this Rogue that I just drove up in. Ding, 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 guys. We got a money customer right in front of us. Like, put on the show and get ready to go sell them. But here's the difference. Instead of just running out and right when you're meeting a client and you're trying to figure out how to gain rapport with them, here's how you do it. You say, hey, real quick, before we go look at all those cars, you said you're trading in this vehicle. Do you mind if we take a look real quick at this car? And you start to walk towards the car because they'll follow you. When you're walking towards the car, then you can say, hey, listen, how long have you owned this vehicle? And you're writing these things down. By the way, you've written their names down. You've given them a good handshake. Like, this goes without saying. How long have you owned the car? 3-4 years? Is your trade cycle typically 3-4 years? Nice. Okay, cool. And what is it about this car that you do like? What do you like? What kind of features do you like on this car that you want to see on the next one? What kind of features do you not like on this car? Is there some things that you want that this car doesn't have that you want the next car to have? Guys, now we're building rapport. Now we're seeing that what their buying habits are. Now we're getting used to knowing them. Now this is just fun. We've taken them to unfamiliar territory. The amateur salesperson would have just ran, you're here to see a Rogue? Okay, here they are. And they would have ran out. They would have said nothing about the vehicle. Now they've got no rapport building phase. They're like, hey, what do you do for work? What do you do? And they're like, dude, it's just another sales guy. See, I took them to unfamiliar territory right out of the gate. I said, hey, are you trading in a Rogue also? They said, yeah, or they said no, or I'm sorry, they said yeah, and I took them over to the car, and now I'm showing it to them. And then I'm gonna use a couple more rapport building questions. So one of my favorite questions, write this down, was, hey, are you gonna be using this vehicle to commute back and forth from work? Every time that you say that, they're gonna say yes. Unless they say no and they don't have a job, then you probably need to dive deep into why they don't have a job. They probably shouldn't be buying a car, okay? They're probably gonna say yes, and then you say, great, what do you do for a living? They might say, I'm a lawyer. I say, oh my gosh, a lawyer? Are you a defense attorney? They're like, yeah. I'm like, damn, I got a twin brother, he's crazy. We could probably use you some of the time. Now we're building rapport, okay? Now I know where they're at. How long have you been an attorney? I'm walking around the car, I'm doing the silent walk around the trade. All of a sudden, now I know all of the things that they need to know about their car, okay? Know everything that I need to get. Now I can actually go pull a vehicle up and do a walk around, and it's on all of the things that they wanted to know about and that they want to buy. That's the trade bridge, okay? Now what happens if they say, I'm not trading in a vehicle? You say, no worries. That's okay. What was the last vehicle you owned? Okay? What'd you like about it? What'd you not like about it? You go down the same thing. Did you use it to commute back and forth from work? What happened to it? Oh, I got hit last week. It was in an insurance claim. Oh man, I had a lease. My lease was up. Okay, now we're getting to know. Okay, do you typically lease your cars? Guys, this is how you become a pro in pro conversations. Okay? If they said that you're not going to give me enough money for it, you say, Mr. Customer, listen, I don't know if you've seen what's going on in the market right now, but there's not a lot of inventory around. We're very aggressive on buying vehicles right now. I promise you price will not stand in the way. Do you mind, since your vehicle's here, we take a look at it before we do look at some other cars? So that way, if you do decide to trade it in, I can get you all the necessary information you're gonna need to make a decision. Would that be fair? And then you walk them to the car. It's so easy. And then you start asking them about everything that's going on. Whereas amateur dead Bob Billy over there, he's just hitting his head on the freaking car door trying to figure out who these people are, what their buying habits are, where they work, all the stuff, and you've already got it out of them within 5 minutes. Also, how many people then go to show a car and they come back and the manager asks them about the trade-in and they don't know anything about it and the deal stalls? I know everything about them. Can you do this on the phone now too? Can you do this if you're on the showroom floor and somebody taps on your shoulder and they say, hey, sir, do you work here? I'm like, yeah, I work here. How can I help you out today? And they're like, I'm here to see I want to look at a Rogue. The next thing out of your mouth should be, are you trading in a Rogue also? It should just flow. Somebody calls in, I answer the phone. Hey, what's up? This is Evan from ABC Nissan. How can I help you out today? Are you calling in about the big trading event? Whatever it is that you say. They say, I want to talk about buying a new Rogue. Awesome. Can I ask you a question real quick? Are you thinking about trading in a Rogue also? No, I'm thinking about trading in a Chevy Equinox. Nice. Have you always been a Chevy person? What's making you want to come to Nissan? What motivated you to reach out today? What do you not like about the Chevy that you want to see on the Nissan? Now it gives you a chance to go into that phase that's awkward. Okay, that's what the trade bridge is. It will disarm every single client and it will give you the ability to start to extract these little things out of them. And when you're extracting them, now you got to remember them or write them down so then you can use them back in the sale. So now that I've done the trade bridge, I'm doing the walk around. I'm like, hey, Steven, remember you told me you wanted this on the Rogue? Remember you told me that your Equinox didn't have this? Cool, man, come and take a look at this Bluetooth. Come and take a look at this Apple CarPlay. Remember how you said your wife backed into a car because she couldn't see out of the backup camera? Got that for you, bro. Here's what it is, man. Come take a look at this. Sit in the seat. Remember how you said your seat wasn't comfortable on your last car? Sit in this one. Check this out. Hey, remember how you said your commute to go into the law firm is 45 minutes away and you wish you had an autopilot on the car? Check this out. Sit right there. Take a look at it. That's the trade bridge. Now we got the rapport. Now we can actually sell a car. That's the way that you build it, okay? So everybody, go out today and remember this. The second that they say, I'm here to see this type of car, you immediately repeat back to them, are you trading in? And you say the same car also. That's the trade bridge. And they're gonna go with a couple of different answers, which we taught you, and then you're gonna walk them down the rabbit hole, build massive rapport. You're gonna sell you a deal today, maybe 2 or 3 if you do this thing the right way, and you're gonna crush it. And I hope you reach out to me and tell me, Evan, the trade bridge changed my life, because I know it did for me for 10 years. I used that thing. It was the most powerful way to build rapport. Go build some rapport today. Go crush it. Hope you enjoyed this pro tip.